I was watching a interview with Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah.
You know, the British black chick.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, she kind of rude. I'm like, she's an asshole. So I was like, I want to ask Ryan. Have you ever shot her before?
Yeah, she's whatever.
Oh, she's not. How is she how is she? Is she?
She's like whatever. No, standard Hollywood.
Oh, okay. I seem like she'd be like an asshole.
Nah, she's whatever. Same old, same old. Here's the thing. Like, if their movie didn't do well, it would have ruined her career.
Really? You think so?
Because Wicked did well,
Yeah, it did. Why do you think that the movie would have ruined her career if it didn't do well?
Because you can't be a shithole and then treat people like shit.
Right.
Being successful,
Right. So that's the whole point. So you can treat people like shit when you are successful. You're trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of the perks.
Yeah, you just gotta be winner.
That's why Kobe and Michael Jordan are such assholes, huh?
Exactly.
That makes sense though, huh? And LeBron.
Now, like, LeBron is like, the NBA is doing awful. He can't be a jerk.
Oh, really? I haven't been following other. Huh?
Yeah, the ratings are terrible.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't watching NBA basketball games no more or something?
No, they're like shitting on Americans for like voting for Trump or like not like watching it because they don't like it.
Yeah, I was wondering.
They don't want like the old school NBA where like want to start fights and shit like that. Like I miss that shit.
Yeah.
When people hated other players, these dudes like don't hate each other, dudes.
It's funny. It's funny.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's funny. Shaq was talking about that with Alonzo Mourning. He was like, they just don't have they don't have the camaraderie. They don't have the.
Goddamn, Alonzo Mourning, man, motherfucker hated everybody. We fucking knew it. Everybody knew. And what the fuck to do with Alonzo? He's like, no, he's just competitive, dude.
Charles Oakley.
Oh my god, dude. Like, if he was a team, dude, you're dead to him. Dead to him. You know exactly what I'm talking about, too.
Yeah, I know exactly what because it was a little bit more aggressive back in the 90s and early 2000s.
As soon as Jordan, left the Bulls, dude, remember that play? He just, threw him over the side, Jordan? Like, god damn, dude.
Right.
Your teammate, last season. Like, they don't matter, motherfucker. Anymore.
Yeah. They was talking about that on Shaq's TV show. Shaq's podcast. It was like, yeah, he said they just.
Goddamn Shaq, bro. Go on to YouTube now.
Yeah, Shaq got a podcast. Ain't that crazy?
Ain't too crazy. He knows he's a hustler.
How much money does Shaq?
Documentary on HBO is crazy.
Huh?
You watched his HBO documentary?
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, because he's real, dude. I think that's why we're gonna be really successful on his podcast and YouTube. He didn't mind talking shit.
Yeah, I liked that. I like they had the whole comic book. They had the whole comic book thing going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Cynthia Erivo, if that Wicked movie didn't do the numbers and did do well in the box office career or box office earnings, her career is pretty much over. Because you can't be rude and a-hole to everybody if you're not successful.
Yeah.
It's like the way of America.
Yeah. You can be a dick when you're winning. I didn't realize that Ariana Grande was in the movie. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know she was in the movie. Is it a musical?
Alright, this is going to be controversial. I don't think she's hot.
You don't think she's hot? What you say, Ryan?
Yeah, you're right. I don't think she's hot.
Well, I mean, she looks like a little. How old is she?
I don't think she's hot.
She looks like a little girl. That's why she don't look hot. She looks like a she always looks like a middle schooler. Let me see. How old is she? How old is Ariana Grande?
Ariana Grande is 31 years old.
Jesus Christ, she that old? I didn't know she was that old. Wow, she's 31 years old.
Wow, she didn't look like 31.
She's like a 12-year-old. She's 30 fucking one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not. It's not like she's not pretty. She just looks like a little kid. Damn, she's 31.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see. Wow, she don't look like a. She's like a little kid, dude. I mean, 31 is not old, but she don't look 31. That's crazy. Which one used to date Pete Davidson? Was that her?
Yeah, it's weird.
Big Sean fucked her too.
Sure, okay. I don't know. Sure, I'll take it.
No, I'm looking at it right now. Big Sean got the pussy.
Yeah, he likes short girls. What's your face?
I don't see what. She looks like a little girl though. I don't see what.
I agree.
Like, even though she's legal, I would like, if I was to get her in the bed, I'd be like, can I see your ID one more time? Just one more time. Look at it one more time to make sure.
Yeah, there's not gonna be a point. You know, when you're at that point, Charlie, I think you're already in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
If you already in bed with her.
Yeah, maybe ask for ID. Yeah, it's already you're kind of suspect.
Right. You supposed to do that before you.
Asking for ID in the bedroom, like it's already too late.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh man! Yeah. But she looked like a little. Yeah, I like my women a little. With stretch march.
Yeah, I like my women to look like adults.
Right.
Just me. It might be it's a hot take. Well, in the video, here's some hot takes. I want women to be looking like adults. Look like they could drive and also buy cigarettes.
Right. They don't get carded everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, she ate. I guess you say she ate. It's funny. I had drove this lady one time, and she looked. So she got in my car with a backpack, and I was like, "Oh, so how was school today?" She's like, She's like, "School." I like, "Yeah, were you like in 10th grade?" She's like, "I'm a grown woman." I said, "Wow, you like a little kid." She's like, "Yeah, I get that a lot." She's like, "I have a grown daughter. I have a daughter like this." She said a daughter like this that was 18. I said, "Whoa." She's like, "Yeah, I get hit on by like middle schoolers. It's weird." I was like, "Damn, that's got to be hard." I like, "So you don't really get approached by grown men?" She's like, "No, that's the problem." She's like, grown men think I'm a child and they don't approach me. I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, they don't want to go to jail." Plus, if you look that young, you should question why is he talking. And like, you know what I'm saying? You tell him, "Oh, I'm 38." Like, "Oh shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a thing for little kids because you thought I was younger than that. Because she looked mad young, but that could be a curse and a blessing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I forgot I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you something else too, Ryan. Shit. Shit. So how much did you post today?
Maybe only 8 because it's Christmas. I feel like I don't know. I'll post some more, dude. I just get bored. I'll post some more today.
Yeah, just put up 10 more videos.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Trust it. I don't give a fuck. There's no rhyme or reason.
There's no rhyme or reason to this shit, man.
None. Yeah.
At all.
Like why should views get more at 4 in the morning? Not like hot like in the afternoon,
It's probably because people in Sweden are probably watching your videos.
Yeah, also, they're like, what's the point of like having the numbers to that? You know,
Mm-hmm.
like why Sweden?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I really don't understand this stuff, man. I really don't. I don't get what's going on with the with this YouTube thing. But it's definitely. I mean, it's definitely it's definitely a grind. You know, it's a hustle. I think because there's so many people doing it now. You know,
Right.
everybody and mama got a damn YouTube channel. Anyway, I was just curious about what you thought about that, man, because I saw it. I said, damn, she's kind of a bitch about Cynthia. But then you know, it's some controversial stuff about her. Like she was talking about African Americans. You heard about that?
Like what?
Like, okay, you know, she's British Nigerian. She's not from here. And I guess she put a tweet out like shitting on African Americans, like they talk ghetto and all this stuff and blah blah blah, and you know, like it almost kind of sounded like she was trying to say like we're better than them, like you know what I'm saying?
You know, I never asked you for this, Charles. Like, I get along with a lot of Asians, but you know how Asians are with other Asians, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same for you for like British blacks or British
wow.
Africans?
It's funny you should ask that question, Ryan. I was just thinking about.
Oh, come on. I can tell all my American racists come out now. I fucking hate them all.
No, man.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna go that way.
No. It's. I mean, it's not that, but it is. It's. I don't have a. You know, a lot of times, Black Americans don't have a problem with. Because let me tell you what happened. This is when I first realized that it's racism amongst blacks as well. And I learned that because I thought, okay, you black, we all cool, you know, and I didn't realize that until I came out to LA. And I went to this, you know, not all Africans, but it was this African girl I was talking to, and she invited me to this African club. Right, I had, you know, I don't even think I was in LA maybe a month yet, and I said, oh, cool. So I remember the place was over there by Sunset, and I went and I walked in there. I'm like, oh, okay, it's all black people. And I walked in, and everybody gave me these dirty looks, like, you know, like, why do you look at me like my dress weird, you know? And I think I ended up, you know, me and her ended up leaving, you know. But I just felt this like, oh, this is weird. Like, we all black. Like, why? You know, why everybody looking at me crazy like something wrong with me or whatever? Like, what, you know? And then I realized later on, I spoke to some people later on. It's like, yeah, African people really don't fuck with African Americans like that. Like, they really don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them think they better than African Americans. A lot of them don't. I remember it was an African girl, and I think Trevor knows this girl too. I don't know if she does it anymore. Back when I was with TMZ and Trevor was there, when I was with Trevor at TMZ, and it was this black promoter chick. She had a bald. I don't know if you remember. She had a bald head, African. And I would always say what's up to her when I would be at an event that TMZ would send me to, and she would be there, and she would give me a dirty ass look, like, don't speak to me. And I'm thinking like, oh, maybe she just don't like me because, you know, like me, you know what I'm saying? And then then Trevor, I mean, one time I did this event with Trevor, and Trevor was like, oh, that's my friend. I'm like, who? And he pointed her out, and I said, oh, that's that bitch that always ate me when I said what's up to her, you know. And then so when she saw it, and then so she went over to Trevor, hugging Trevor. She's like, yeah, I want you to meet my friend Charles. She's like, hey, Charles. I said, no, bitch. She was acting like we was cool. Like, no, you don't speak to me when you just speak to me because Trevor. Like, how come the white man got to introduce you to me for you to be cool with me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is that. It's that, you know, a lot of British blacks, they kind of have a look down upon, like, you know, black. Because I remember I had work. Before I started working at TMZ, I had a job doing security when I first came to LA. I was doing temporary for like 2 weeks. And I remember the guy that was one of the supervisors there, he was a British, I think he was like, no, he was British Caribbean. And that motherfucker called me. I didn't realize at the time maybe like a year later. I told the African girl that I was talking to at the time that took me to that club. And I said, yeah, dude told the dude called me a kata. He's like, oh, you just an akata. I'm like, oh, whatever that is, Kind of find out akata is nigga in Caribbean African. That's like their slang word for nigga. So he was calling me a nigga to my face and I didn't even know it. But
does that actually affect you?
Huh?
Did that actually affect you?
No, it didn't. I didn't know he was calling me a nigga at first, but then after I stopped working there, a girl told me, yeah, he was calling you a nigga. I was like, oh, that's what a kata mean. Yeah, he was calling you a nigga. I was like, oh shit. She's like, yeah, that's a derogatory word for that black Africans have for black Americans. Like it's almost like it's like the N word. It's cotton picker, But he was calling me.
I feel like that's. I mean, I'm not black, but I feel like it's worse coming from somebody else who was black but not American, no?
Yeah, it's because it's like, you dumb fuck. They don't like. It's stupid because I'm like, motherfucker, they don't like you either. You just got a British accent. And this particular guy, he got mad at me. I think he got mad at me because he said, because his whole thing was, he was kind of like he was like a white man's ass licker. He would lick white men's ass and shit. And so like when white people come around, he's like, yeah, he's like, he would say little things like, because it was a condo place. It was like a very expensive condo downtown where they had 24-hour security. And I was only there because one of the guys, it was during the holiday times too. I remember it was Christmas time and their main security guards were on vacation. So they brought me in temporary. I was there for 2 weeks. I was there for Christmas and New Year's. I think I had just moved to LA. I just needed a job, so my friend James got me on through the temp agency, and that was one of my first gigs. And he was one of the supervisors. And I just noticed he was real, like, kind of arrogant with me and shit. But I noticed when he would get around white people, he would start kind of, hey, kind of tap dancing. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the people that lived in the condos were like, rich people and stuff, rich white people and stuff like that. And then I'll never forget one time I forgot where we were going. We were doing something. They were sending us somewhere. And he said, to another location, he said, Charles, I want to ask you a question. Why do you think white people like me more than you? And I was like, what? I was like, why do you think white people like me more than you? I was like, I don't fucking care. I don't care. Why do you care if they like you more than me? Like, why do you even care? Because I'm just asking. I thought that was a very strange question to ask me. Like, why do you think they like me more than you? I like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if they like me or not. You know what I'm saying? Why do you?
The answer.
Huh?
You already knew the answer.
What?
Because you're Uncle Tom.
Right. But I didn't say that. But I just found it was a strange question. He was like, never mind. I was like, well, that's But then it's funny, He started to kind of, like, my last days there, he started to kind of be kind of cool with me. Like, he had bought me lunch, like, my last day. I'm going to take you out to lunch, Charles. I'm going to take you out to lunch because you're a good guy and it's going to be our last couple of days. And, But he would do little... Right. But I just didn't... I just thought he was weird. I just saw how he would be around white people. He was like, But he got mad at me one time because he said... He said something about him being British. He's like, yeah. He said something about, because he was British. He was from the Caribbean, but he came in from Britain. He said,
do you feel like British people, like white British people, don't really show their racism over there as opposed to American whites? That's why British black people kind of have respect for a little more white people.
Is that what it is?
It sounds like it,
They don't show their racism?
People, yeah, they don't really get messed around with like white people over there because they treat them well.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have to be...
Yeah, it was weird, but I mean, one time he said, he's like, yeah. And he said, he was like, because I had a real, I have a southern accent. He was like, yeah, let me answer the phones because I have a British accent and people kind of like my accent. I was like, motherfucker, you got, because this is when he got mad at me. I said, because he didn't sound Britain. He sounded like he was from Jamaica. He had like a West Indian island accent. I'm like, you don't sound. I said, you got a British accent. I was like, you don't sound British to me. I said, when I first met you, I thought you were from Jamaica or something. He's like, nah, you don't. He said, nah, I have a British accent. I said, motherfucker, no, you got a Caribbean accent. And he was like, oh, you don't know. You don't know what a British accent. I said, I know. I watched Benny Hill, motherfucker. I know what a British accent is. I'm just like, oh, you don't know. You from the South. You don't know. I said, no, I know what a British. I know how a British person sounds. You sound like a Jamaican or West Indian man. You don't sound British to me. So then one of the tenants had just so happened to come down. He was cool with, and this white man just was just egging him on. He asked the white dude. I've got the white dude name. He lived in the building. He was kind of cool, and he said, "Hey, man, ask you a question." He's like, "Do you think I have what kind of accent do you think I have?" And the guy's like, "British." Like, see, I'm like, no, don't. No, do you think he got a British accent? You don't think he sounded like Bob Marley? You know, when I said that, he got kind of, oh, shut up, Charles, shut up, you don't know. I said, you do, you don't sound British, dude. You sound like a Jamaican man to me. You know, and like that white dude just saying that because he just y'all cool. He just said, he know you don't sound like no fucking British man. You don't sound like a British person. Oh, you don't know what a British. I said, I know how a British. How you gonna figure? It's night and day. You sound like a Jamaican man, a West Indian, Haitian, or what, you know what I'm saying, Islander man. He's like, oh, he kind of shut down right there. He kind of
Island boys. Right,
yeah.
Cool, you got that reference.
Right, yeah. I knew. Yeah, what's the two? What happened? Whatever happened to them?
I don't know. They lost all the money. It's hilarious.
They had it. Yeah, he sounded like Chad Hanks and shit. Trying to have a Jamaican accent. You ever seen Chad Hanks be trying to talk with Jamaican accent? That shit is weird. You ever seen that video?
No.
Chad Hanks, he called himself trying to be, I guess, and sometimes he was doing these videos speaking. They call it patois. That's what they call island accent from Jamaica, whatever, you know, from the islands, like, you know, Bahamas and Nassau. It's called speaking patois. And that's what Chad Hanks, I guess, you know, hung around a lot of black Jamaicans. So he would do these videos. You probably can Google it on YouTube and probably find it. It's Chad Hanks by this mansion, his dad's big ass mansion. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know, I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, why don't you try an accent? Maybe it's in one of the videos. You can just try accents when you're driving. This is good stuff. You don't have a Jamaican accent.
Oh, I don't know how to do it.
Jamaica?
I don't know how to talk Jamaican.
You just did it.
I would just be speaking gibberish though. I don't know.
Exactly. Just speak gibberish.
I don't see the way.
Yeah.
But he sounds like, actually Chad Hanks sounds really good though. I gotta give it to him. His sounds really good. He kind of sounds like a real Jamaican. That's why I know he probably hanging out with a Jamaican girl or something. And matter of fact, he did it on they had Chad Hanks on what's that show called? The Donald Glover show? Oh shit, they got canceled. I forgot the name of it.
ATL? Yeah,
Atlanta. They had one of the last couple episodes. They had Chad Hanks on one of their episodes. I think that's Chad Hanks. And apparently, what the episode was is this white rich family had this Jamaican nanny, and she died. So the white rich family, years later, they went. You know, she died. She had been their nanny for years, and she died. So they hadn't seen her since the boy grew. You know, since they hadn't seen her. You know, since she died. You know, when she worked for them. So it's them coming to the funeral, and their son, who was raised by her, was Chad Hanks. And Chad Hanks walked in talking to the family. Yeah, you know what he was talking? He was talking patois. And it's funny. You got to see the episode. But I was like, I didn't realize it was Chad Hanks till I started. It's still like maybe 10 minutes into it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Chad Hanks. But he was speaking the patois on the show. Said that, yeah, she raised me. You know, she raised me to be a little guy. And he was talking that shit. But
yeah, just have that accent. People ask like, Oh yeah, no, I'm from Florida. Hey, and just continue on and act and they're like, wait a minute, what part of Florida? Oh, Tallahassee. Wait, that's your regular accent? Like, oh yeah, I say this all the time.
Right. I actually do a better British accent than I do a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, do that. And we're like, oh, what part of London are you from? Oh, you know where Tallahassee is? Like, Florida? Like, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute, that's not Jamaica. I'm not from Jamaica, man. I'm from Tallahassee. Never been in my life. You got family in Jamaica? No, I've never seen Jamaica. What part? Man, you gotta be from Jamaica or the islands. No, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Just wear like the whole outfit and have like Jamaican garb all around your and walk in as Jamaican music. Like, oh man.
Oh shit, that's funny. Oh boy, but yeah. So, so to go back. To go back what you were saying though, yeah, you know, you were talking about Asian people have like this little inside racism amongst their own. Yeah, black people have that too.
We all know. That's why, like, I think it's cool, you know. Everyone knows, like, you're raised and taught by your own race. So, like, don't trust this one, Asian, you know.
Wow, and that's it. Yeah, we have that too. We have the Africans.
Yeah, but no, it's hidden, kind of, you know. But we're up front with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is kind of hidden. It is kind of hidden. But some of them don't hide their shit. They'll tell you straight up, I don't fuck with black Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
A lot of them really do feel comfortable being around white folks. They don't feel comfortable being around black Americans when they get over here. It's strange. You would think, unless they get blatant racism thrown. A lot of times when it's like Haitians, Jamaicans, Africans, and British blacks, they really, some of them really don't like, you know, like, that's why, you know, then it's all, you know, I think what it is, that's why a lot of black African American actors kind of have like a little, you know, kind of like a little anger. I wouldn't say anger, but a little like, that's kind of fucked up. A lot of black actors in America kind of have like a little team with them, you know, a little thing, because British black people come here and then they play like African American like roles, like, you know, what's her name, Cynthia Robber, the chick from Wicked. She played Harriet Tubman, which is she's a foundational, I guess they would call it, you know, foundational black American. Harriet Tubman is a foundational black American, African American figure, and Cynthia Erivo is British Nigerian. You know, so people were kind of pissed off that she played that role. You know, and the movie, I heard the movie really did. A lot of black folks didn't even go see that movie because it came out that she said some stuff about talking with a black ghetto American accent. You know what I'm saying? It was like around the time that movie came out, like in 2014, and so somebody dug up like some of like her old tweets. You know, talking about yeah, child, honey, child, and, you know, kind of like mocking black vernacular, like black African American vernacular. But you know, and then like a lot of people got mad at John Singleton before he passed away because he did that show. What's that show called? Snowfall, where that one brother, I forgot that brother's name.
He's British as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the main character.
Yeah, I saw him on a bad one. I tried to dab him up. It's like, oh, thank you, Nate. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know at all.
Yeah, he's British. Yeah. And then when that
He dabbed me up. He just looked at my fist. He's like, what?
He didn't know what that was.
Nah, he just looked at my fist.
Yeah, and I think
he bowed to me too. I'm like, what?
You say he bowed to you.
He did, like a little bow. I'm like, what?
But that's what it is though. They don't, and I think that white Hollywood, they prefer to kind of deal with them on a film set for 14 hours than deal with an actual African American actor. I don't know whether I think maybe it's because of the accent. Maybe they enjoy hearing their accent and they can transform it to American. But a lot of people were pissed off kind of at John Singleton even though the show was a hit. People didn't, because when the show first came out, I think that's Homeboy's first kind of like big role. So a lot of people didn't really know that he was British. And once the show got popular, he started doing interviews like on Jimmy Kimmel, and people were like, what the fuck, you know? And so then a lot of actors, a lot of like up and coming actors from LA were kind of pissed off, like, damn, like John Singleton is from South Central, you know, and a lot of people were kind of pissed off. And like, damn, dude, like all these young black men from South Central LA that were around during that time of like the drug trade, and their families were around and were affected by the drug trade, they couldn't have played that role. Why you had to go to Britain to get a British dude, then bring him to South Central and teach him how to be, because they had to get check this out. This is when people really got pissed off. They had to get, you know who Dub C is from West Side Connection?
Yeah.
It came out that they hired Dub C as his dialect coach, because he's playing a gangbanger drug dealer from the 80s in South Central. So being that Dub C grew up around that area, they hired him to kind of teach him how to be from South Central. And people were like, couldn't you just have gotten somebody from South Central and just, you know what I'm saying? Like they had to teach him the slang. They had to teach, I think, because Dub C talked about it.
Something more triggering,
what?
controversial.
What's up?
Do you feel like British black people feel more safe around white people feel more safe around British black people?
Yeah, they do. They feel less threatened by them. That's one of the main reasons I think why they put them in movies and have them play American people instead of just hiring straight American actors. They feel a little bit more safer around, and then plus you can kind of talk to them any kind of way. I feel like you can talk to a British person any kind of way. A lot of times these little white directors and producers can be kind of pompous and they can say little slick shit, and the motherfucker won't check them. You remember that whole situation? I think what did it was Denzel. Did you hear about Denzel and Quentin Tarantino? You hear about what happened?
Was he Quentin film?
No, he never. They were supposed to do a film together, but I think they was getting ready to do, like, they had some meetings, and Quentin, I guess since he's cool with Samuel L. Jackson, I guess felt like he can say certain things around Denzel, and Denzel checked his ass. You know what I'm saying? Denzel kind of checked him. You probably can look it up, but him and Denzel kind of like, Denzel like, hey man, like, you can't, why you guys gotta say, like, you be saying nigga and shit in your movies, you know? And Denzel kind of, and then they were supposed to do some type of movie together, and Denzel kind of like, nah, I ain't working with that dude. Like, he ain't finna just be talking to me any kind of way. And I think since then, that's when they're like, oh fuck that, we gotta get British people because we can talk, we can say what the fuck we want around them. I don't know whether that got anything to do with it or not, but yeah, Denzel damn sure checked Quentin one time. And they haven't worked together in nothing since. You know, they haven't done that. That project never materialized because Denzel wasn't going for it. And I think that might be it. They can kind of get away with saying a little slick shit and not get the shit slapped out of them. And I don't know, maybe that. And then also that white folks like a British accent. They like something about British accents. It just like, you know what I'm saying. It's almost like mother's milk to them. They like. You know, they like that. Yes, you know, they like that shit. I actually did that shit one time. I did it one time, Ryan. I was watching. I had watched a couple episodes of Luther and shit, and kind of got it down pat. And I said, I'm gonna see if I can.
You summoned your Yiddish Abra.
Yeah. I said, let me see what happens when I was driving. I said, and these white folks again. I said, you know what? I'm gonna see how these white folks react if I talk with a British accent. And so they got in the car, and then the way they got in their car was kind of like dismissive, like, oh, this is just some, a black man driving us, whatever. And so
Jesus Christ.
when they got when they got in the car, they kind of it was three of them. It was the guy and two white girls, white guy and white girl. And they kind of So I said, so you guys are going to Glendale Galleria. They like, oh yeah, oh we love your accent. Where you from? They kind of opened up to me when I put the British accent on. Because before they got in their car, like they was like whatever, you know what I'm saying. I said, so you guys going to Glendale Galleria? And like, yeah, oh my god, I love your accent. Where you from? I said, oh, I'm from Welch. They said, oh really? I want to go to London. And they just kept talking to me, and I said,
I don't know what Welch is.
I don't know. No, I said Westchester. Because I had heard somebody say that's a city in London. It's Westchester. It's oh really? Luckily they had never been, so they didn't know. But I'm talking to these white folks with this British accent in the car, and they were just like, "Oh man, it's so cool!" I like it, and they opened up to me like I was like this magical Negro. I said, "These motherfuckers really think I'm British," But I remember when they first got in the car, they were like, "We don't want to talk. Don't talk to us." But then when I said, "Hey, are you guys going to the Glendale Galleria?" They're like, "Oh yeah, oh I love your accent." I said, "Oh these motherfuckers." So I think that it lets their guard down. Like, oh, you're not like the rest of the niggas out that's here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very quiet person, and I kind of joke a lot, and I keep stuff to myself. But I observe people how they move, and just keep. That's how that okay. All right, that's how that motherfucker is. Okay, But yeah, they do find it to be a little bit comfortable when you have a British accent. They kind of like, ooh, you're not, they feel a little bit more safer. Like you're not gonna try to rob them or do anything to them, But it's just, have you ever seen? Matter of fact, have you seen the episode? Key and Peele did an episode about that on their show.
Yep.
Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was like, wait a minute, remember they was, that was a dope ass, and they was talking, that was a keen sketch they did, and I'm glad they did that. Where the director was like, I'm not feeling it. The guy was like, well, I'm from Brooklyn, motherfucker. He's like, I don't feel it. He's like, Gary, why don't you? He said, okay, I'll give it a go. Give me your money, fool. Oh my god, you just saw that. He was like, wait a minute, how is he better than me? I'm from Brooklyn. He said, I used to be a drug dealer. He was like, I'm not believing it. And he had to yeah. But that's exactly how it is. They feel a lot more comfortable with British blacks than they do African Americans, which I think that's why they prefer to give them roles. But I think African Americans find it insulting because damn, y'all coming over here playing like real. It's not like y'all playing fictitious characters. Y'all are actually playing like heroes amongst the Black American culture, like Harriet Tubman. Cynthia Erivo. Then you got what's the other guy? He even got an Oscar nomination. Did he win an Oscar for that shit? What's his name? He played in Get Out. Oh, I forgot his name. The real dark brother. Daniel Kaluuya. Is that his name? Kaluuya? You know what I'm talking about?
Meanwhile,
Ryan Jackson.
Terrence Howard hasn't been singing since 2008.
You said Terrence Howard hasn't did what?
He hasn't been singing since 2008, brother.
He got movies. He got movies on TV.
Yeah, but he was on a trajectory to be like top. He was
an
Iron Man film, and he said some shit.
Yeah.
And, people figured out he was black. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I heard he had checked somebody, and that was it.
That was it.
That's what I'm saying. They can kind of say shit around the Britain. I think that's probably why. But it's crazy because I think Terrence Howard got a movie with he got a movie with what's that brother's name? The one who shot the girl and killed her, and he didn't mean to. He got a bunch of brothers that act too. I forgot his damn name. He shot that lady accidentally on the set and killed her.
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, he got a movie right now. It came out last year with Alec Baldwin. I said, when this came out? It's on Tubi. I said, "Oh, Terrence, what happened? You doing Tubi movies now? What happened, Terrence?" You know.
Meanwhile, Don Cheadle is always happy. Yeah, oh yeah, I can eat whatever black you need me. Whatever black you need me. Want me to get you coffee? I'll get you coffee. It's all good, dude.
Yeah, but Daniel Kaluuya played Fred Hampton, and people were kind of pissed off about that because it's like, wait a minute, Fred Hampton was like a big figure in the civil rights movement in the '60s, African American. Why is this British man playing one of our heroes? And that he got some controversy for that. But yeah, that's what a lot of people get pissed off about. And I really think it's because they feel a lot more comfortable. These white producers and directors, they feel a lot more comfortable around them when working those long hours. They can kind of make them do all kind of shit. Jonathan Majors, he doing movies for Zeus now. You know what I'm saying? Like he fell off. He made that white woman cry. So that's. And he's African American. So it's they feel a lot more, comfortable. And plus, they feel a lot more comfortable having their women around British black men because they don't think that they're gonna try to, I guess, take advantage. I don't know, but it's all crazy. I'm done with Hollywood. I'm trying to get this YouTube thing off the ground. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but figure out your strongest accent and the cheapest costumes. This is a great video. This is a great video.
I'm going. You know what I'm going to do, Ron? On my next videos, I'm going to talk with a British accent. My name's going to be Pip Pip. Hello, welcome to Pip Pip with Charles.
Well, deck out your whole car in a British garb, Have like those buses from British on your dashboard, and you have British flags all around. And you just talk British when I walk in, and they're like, "Oh, shit, London?
Would you like some tea?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Poppins.
Would you like some tea? Would you like a little tea? It's almost tea time. I had to pull over and take my tea break.
Yeah, you can pull over and have your little tiny teacups. They pour like your little mug, your little teacup.
Sir, I have a meeting I have to get to. Well, no, sorry, man. I'm taking this tea time in London right now. I have to take my tea time.
Yeah, and then when they ask, like, what part of London? I'm like, oh, from Tallahassee. Like, London? I'm like, you heard of it? Yeah.
I'm from Dallas, Texas. No, where were you? No, where were you born? I just told you I was born. My family's released from Dallas, Texas. Go Cowboys. Oh shit.
No, it's football. Yeah, it's football.
Oh, it's football. Yeah, everybody knows that football. Did you watch the game the other day? Did you watch the I love the game. Did you watch NFL the other day? Did you watch the
In the telly, did you watch?
No, but is your family from? No, we're from Dallas, Texas. I keep telling you. Well,
that is the quickest way to get somebody quiet when they straight up lie to you in your face. Remember when Matt got super quiet and had to grow when he straight up lied to his goddamn face? He was stone cold silent. His brain couldn't contemplate the whole situation that this dude, I got him on camera. All the security's around the cameras, pointing and looking at Charles. I'm confronting him. Like, I'm trying to get him out. Like, listen, it was an accident. Just tell me. You're so, no, that wasn't me. You're literally standing next to the ashtray you just kicked. Yeah, I don't think that was me.
Was that when Kanye? That was when Kanye was leaving the movie theater.
Yeah.
It was me, you, and Angelo. Remember that?
And I was behind you, and like Matt kept looking at me, and like, and you? I'm like, you think I can do anything? I don't know.
Yeah, I remember it was him and two other security guards. Did you not in that trash can? I said, no, I didn't do that. You sure? No, I didn't do that. Dude, you sure you didn't do that? No, I didn't do it. Somebody else.
Remember his eyes? His eyes are so glazed over.
Yeah.
I feel like he went to the Ivy League, and his brain couldn't grasp. His synapses couldn't grasp all the things. They're just, this dude is just lying me on a motherfucking face.
Oh shit! Oh my god! I remember that.
I'm just staring at him. I'm like, oh my god, is it have an aneurysm, dude?
Oh shit! You know what? That was we had our ups and downs doing that shit. We had fun time doing that shit. That was fun.
The quickest way to get somebody quiet.
Oh my god! Oh Ryan, you are a fool.
And then you have like a really smooth, quiet rest your Uber ride. Unless they're like really like they're puzzled, like, okay, what part of Tallahassee, London, or where's that at? Back where my mom's from.
I just told you, mate. I just told you, Tallahassee, Florida. Go Gators.
Yeah. Don't you know the football team is there? The Tallahassee Gators. You need to see him like scrolling the phone like Tallahassee Gators. Nothing there.
The Florida Gators. They're in Gainesville. We got. I think is it the Knights? I forgot. I think the Gainesville. The Gators are I think in Gainesville. I think, if I'm mistaken. But yeah, that's where they had the Gainesville murders. Remember serial killers? They don't have serial killers no more. Unfortunately. Remember them days, Ryan? We grew up on the age of the serial. Remember them? That's when we grew up. The age of Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. You can't do that no. I don't think you can do that no more.
No, that brother Luigi found out quick.
Yeah, they got cameras everywhere now. You can't get away with doing that to nobody no more.
Yeah, especially can't do that with a goddamn rich white guy.
Oh yeah, definitely can't do that. Yeah. Chicks think he hot though. I heard they got merch and stuff with him. Yeah. Anyway. All right, Ron. I appreciate it. This been we've been all over the world. Ron, you are good content, man. You gotta keep it up, man.
You don't want to do the whole like because I'm a friend of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Be good, right? Like we want to hang out for Christmas time. We're good to go.
Oh no, I'm good. I don't need to.
All right. See how like other friends were like, hey, we came over, blah blah blah. Christmas.
Oh, people all sad.
They're not like dead like us, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna call my sister tomorrow and talk to them on the phone. That's gonna be it. Last year I just slept the whole time. So yeah, Christmas is just another day to me, man. I don't need nobody. Oh my God, I'm sad. I don't have nobody to talk to. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Fuck all that.
Yeah. Right. You're on your sister, calling your sister as you're masturbating.
Right, stupid.
Gosh.
No,
Because you're for your sister, you animal, dude. No,
motherfucker, no.
No, dude.
No, but I call my family, Happy Merry Christmas. We talk on the phone, and that's it. It would be nice to be there, but I got stuff I gotta take care of, so I don't have time to go right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't care about Christmas like that. I want to see my nephew, but I'm gonna catch him again. I talk to him. He said, "Oh man, whatever. I'll catch you next time." So we don't. Our family don't trip off shit like that. I mean, we see. I mean, like we would love to be together, but we see. We don't. That's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would talk to my mom a lot, but then my mom would be like, "You ain't got to call me all the time, motherfucker. Just you don't like talking, don't call." I said, "Okay, cool."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she like I call and check up on you, see if you're okay, but it's not like we're not really. Yeah, we don't really give a shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not emotionally dependent on people. A lot.
Because, other friends, I'm not going to say any names because we're recording, but, a lot of our associates, want people to come over, and do a thing, and like, didn't I just do this last week? What's the difference?
You should say, listen, I'll do it only if I can get content. Everything's content.
Yeah, but like, I hate to say it, some of my friends are super boring. We got, families and children.
Oh, yeah.
Entertaining enough.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna stop. Let me turn this off. Turn this off. Hold on a second.